Hello and welcome to another update video about ETH. A very slow day today, but no surprise, I made you aware yesterday and earlier today that the US market is obviously closed today, so we don't see any exciting movements here today. Yeah, Ether, to be honest, the worst updates when there's nothing really to update, so I just want to give you a quick update, quick evening update here. The price obviously is still in this potential 5-wave move to the upside, this diagonal pattern which might be unfolding here. The idea is obviously that from this swing low, which represents a potential wave 2 of a larger degree on the 3rd of January, that the market has started a 5-wave move to the upside. Wave 1, wave 2, wave 3, wave 4, and the wave 5 to the upside could still unfold. However, it's a little bit unclear what this is. Not entirely clear to me. Could be a lot of different stuff. So it's forming currently higher lows, lower highs. It might turn into something like a triangle. Maybe this B wave is even unfolding as a triangle. It's too early to talk about that. Would be a bit uncommon to see a B wave as a triangle in such a wave 5 of a diagonal, but not impossible. So it's a bit of a range movement here that we can currently see there. Let's see if we can break out of this range tomorrow. Obviously, a break to the upside would be very helpful to get this C wave started to the upside, which might land in the region between 2764 and 2842. But to be honest, it would be quite long for a C wave as such. But it can always be that this A, B, C turns into a larger A, B, C. Yeah. So I'm just watching for that. The support levels are clearly defined. So the next Fibonacci support is there at 2487. We're currently holding above that. Below that level, we have 2423. Ideally, if we make a new local low and break below yesterday's swing low, then ideally we're holding above 2423, because a break below that would already indicate a lot of weakness, and it would lead to a wave 4 that is, to be honest, lower than ideal. Yes, I have the 61.8 retracement level on the chart, but let's be honest, it would be very deep for a wave 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, but technically valid. And therefore, in a diagonal pattern, I normally include this golden ratio level, this 61.8 retracement. It's just though very, very deep. It would be a very low wave 4, which we try to avoid. It's just I accept it, and it's valid in a wave 4, also in a diagonal. It's just that we don't often see a wave 4 that comes down that much, and if it does, it often becomes something different. So ideally we hold above the 50% Fibonacci level. But hey, what happens if we break below the golden ratio level? Well, I mentioned it before, it would probably mean that we fall back into the wave 2. Yeah, it's, the price has formed a huge B wave there, a huge B wave in the alternative interpretation. The alternative is the yellow count, in which, yes, a wave 1 topped on the 9th of December in both scenarios anyway. But the difference is that in the primary scenario, the wave 2 already finished. But in the alternative, the wave 2 is still unfolding. But it would probably turn into some kind of a running flat pattern. What does that mean? That means we had a 3-wave move down in wave A, a massively overshooting B wave, which is valid because we only have 3 waves up so far. And as long as we only have 3 waves up, a high B wave is always an option. And if we see a break below support, then we're dealing with wave C. Now, that's not what I'm primarily watching for until the price breaks below 2,361, but it becomes already more probable with a break below 2,423. So that's sort of basically the alternative. And be aware that if we break below the orange support area, we might not fall that far, because a C wave often reaches the area between the 100% extension level and the 161.8 extension level of the A wave. And then we talk about, we've got here levels 2,323 and basically 2,200. So there is a chance that we don't even go, if this yellow count plays out, that the price will stay above the recent swing lows. So it might only make a marginally lower low. But we'll see. At the moment, I can say there is no clear indication that a low has formed in this 4th wave. I'm exploring it at the moment, but it's not very clear. The best setup will happen again after, or a clear setup should happen after 5 waves are complete. Then once these 5 waves are complete, a 3-wave pullback should send us back in a corrective pullback, obviously in a wave 2. So wave 1 to the upside, yeah, somewhere here, and the wave 2 pullback, which should be corrective, would obviously send the price back here. And that would give us some clarity that, yep, wave 2 already bottomed here, because when we get 5 waves, then at least we have a completed diagonal. We can call that a wave 1, and the pullback would then be a wave 2. And that gives us very clear parameters again to watch. Okay, at the moment it's a bit messy because we only have 3 waves up. We have some other problems, like this wave 2 was extremely shallow. So we talked about all of that in previous videos. But, you know, upside targets are clear, support is clear, and the alternative wave count should be clear as well. It's just a quiet day today probably because of the US markets that are closed. It's a bit of a boring day. It was a bit of a time to maybe look at portfolios, think about, you know, how to invest or trade for the rest of the week. I guess from tomorrow it'll get a bit more exciting. Maybe even as we are heading to the daily candle close, when the US market, when the Asian market opens, maybe we see a little bit of action then. Yeah, that's my update about Ether. Hope you liked the update. If you did, please hit the like button, leave a comment and subscribe. And if you really like the content, then please check out the channel membership. Also, make sure that you follow us on Instagram and Twitter for additional content. Thanks a lot for watching. Bye-bye.